take it.
And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. Touchdown, Irish. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Now they get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to make a big play downfield. And that will fall incomplete. They took a shot on what will be the final play of the first quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the run, he'll let it go. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And a huge gain across midfield, all the way to the 40-yard line.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. The freshman with a little too much air under that one. So 2nd down after the incompletion. And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone, Peter? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Running with purpose.
Coaches told us in pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. He also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Auburn now operating in the red zone. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They will go for it again here on 4th down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance.
The ball to the ground. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
Wow, that is big-time awareness by his teammate to get on top of that football. As a result, they catch a break and are able to retain possession.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Let's see what their mindset is this time. They got into field goal range, but got stopped on 4th down last time. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They've got him, but not before he makes a 1st down at the 41.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
So one play moves the ball to the 41, another 1st down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He'll take a deep shot here. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
Point after, up and good. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got his man open downfield. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49. It was a 1st and 10 play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Receiver makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. A short completion of the tight end. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Here's the handoff. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Trying to get the throw off. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks left and finds his target there. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
He finds the running back in the flat. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. Short connection to the tight end here. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Back to throw again. The pass is caught, and he's tackled immediately, so not much of a gain on the play. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Inside the 20. Touchdown, Auburn. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And here's the return from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incompletion makes it second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Quick throw complete to the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Tight end makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Took contact on the throw. And he throws his third interception of the day. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
Boy, this defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their third interception now in the game.
And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Time running out here in the first half. Wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive in this position. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Caught quickly. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Pass rush closing in. The pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made at the 43.
The old toss play, man. This is a play that used to be so popular in college football when teams ran out of the I formation. Nowadays, you can pretty much run the toss out of almost any formation. But the key is still sealing the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle. Got to seal the edge to be able to allow your back to get to the corner.
The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
It's an option look. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish.
Chris, I'm kind of like this defense. I knew this quarterback could run the football. I didn't know he could take it that far down the field and let alone score.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Gain on the first play, moves it to the 43. It'll be first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
2nd and 10 here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Stopped at the 43. This offense picks up another first down. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Ball handed off. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. No huddle here for the offense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. The offense going with the hurry up. They're going to run it. He shreds the tackle. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down. No huddle now for the offense.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They finally go down, but it's a first down and much more. Great game on the play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. The shotgun running play call. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They punched it in their last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Slides to avoid the big hit.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Breaking free at midfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against the secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? First down, looking to throw the football. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there. The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
That's good for a first down near the 40. A new set of downs after that completion.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the...
And the junior able to get home with the sack. 2nd down now after the sack.
Well, That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Second down, they're going to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Goes down after making the grab, picks up a few yards, but it's short of the first down marker. They're going to run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down.
Let's go.
Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Deep ball caught inside the 10. Stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Auburn. Still no answer for this offense. Empty set as they try for the two-point conversion. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Empty backfield now as they go for 2. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's caught in the end zone for a two-point conversion to cut into this lead.
Oh, how about this call? They completely spread the defense out with this empty set. 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off, and they still get it done. Great timing by the quarterback and his receiver.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? And tackled after a small pickup there.
Hey, Chris, with the offense backed up this deep in their own territory, runs like this at least give you a little bit of breathing room. And you've got to continue to protect the football, especially trying to hold on to this lead.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Picked off, a crucial turnover. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Crucial PAT is good. They're in front by 1 here in the fourth. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he's going to bring this out from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's a quick grab. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
You know, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
It's 3rd down for the offense. They'll try the option play here. The back's got it on the pitch. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st. Good execution on the option.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block.
He'll take a deep shot here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he makes it into the end zone with a 2-point conversion. That makes it a touchdown lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. The Auburn offense is back out on the field. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. They'll hand it off. Fights through the tackler. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Receiver makes the grab and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Makes the grab downfield for a huge gain on the right. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Finds his target. And he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. The defense backed up against their own end zone. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Ball handed off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. It's second down. Keeping it on the ground here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. That's the 2-minute warning as the clock stops. Give both coaches a chance to strategize here before the time runs out. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. And that's a solid gain for the defense, able to bring him down. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. The game makes it 2nd and medium. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
3rd down play for this offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that puts him in front with about a minute to play.
Boy, there's nothing more impressive to me than a kicker that can come through in the clutch. Gives them the lead here in the 4th quarter, but there's still time left for a final drive, so their defense will have to step up.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Auburn offense back out on the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Out of the gun now on third down. And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the fourth quarter? Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. But crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. From the shotgun, drops back. He's got it right near the end zone. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. So no gain on second down. Now it's third and goal from the 2. Press coverage now from the secondary. Going to throw for it on third and goal. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Just missed his intended receiver on that third and short. The offense is now going to have to settle for 3 points here in such a close game in the fourth quarter.
So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And it's good. And we are tied up now here in the fourth quarter. So here comes our first play of overtime.
Here we go.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back, and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Crucial third down play coming up. Here's the option play. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And they get the completion. Touchdown, Irish. They strike first in OT.
Well, I'd love to see the fullback get an opportunity to score a touchdown, especially catching the ball out of the backfield. What a luxury for this offense to have that kind of athlete that can block most of the game and then catch the ball for a touchdown.
PAT puts them in front by 7. So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Not much on that play, brought down short. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. He's escaping the pocket now. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. The shotgun handoff here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. So a challenging third down play. They need a first down or a touchdown to keep this game going. Third down, out of the shotgun. Running out of time in the pocket. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now. So needing to reach the end zone to keep this game alive, it's first and goal. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. Do you kick the PAT or go for 2 and the win?
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
Now for the crucial extra point to tie this up and force a second overtime. Automatic in the PAT. Still tied now, heading into the first play of double overtime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking right, this one caught.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Auburn now operating in the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he steps out of bounds. No gain on the play.
Well, that is a clinic by this defense on this quarterback run. String him out to the sideline, nowhere for him to go. All he could do is step out of bounds for no gain.
And now the defense will spend a timeout to talk strategy here before this crucial play coming up. So we're set up now for the biggest third down attempt all game. Can the offense punch it in here in overtime? On 3rd and go, he's going to try to throw for it. In for a touchdown to claim the lead in double overtime. And now a 2-point try coming up.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. We go with a direct snap. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Important 2nd down play coming up. They'll give it to the running back. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. And it's a touchdown. They're an extra point away from double OT, or you go for 2 and win it right now.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Okay, so now we've got dueling 2-point conversions from here on out to decide this game. Enormous pressure on every snap. Breaking tackles. No, they've stopped him. Great job by this defense, and the 2-point try fails. So the defense does the job, and now this offense comes out for a 2-point try to win the game right here. And now the defense will spend a timeout to get everybody on the same page before this important play. They get the huge stop, and now they go for a 2-point try to win the game right here. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. And he gets in there to win the game in overtime. Classic. Wow.